America's cities are in crisis.
Hands behind your back.
Gun crime is rampant. The murder rate spiraling out of control.
It's no secret that crime is absolutely epidemic throughout America. It's everywhere.
Over 1 million violent crimes take place in America every year. The police can solve less than half of them.
Imagine you're a homicide detective and you've got a dead body. You have no witnesses, no motive, no weapon. You have no idea why this body is there. You're stuck. There's no place to go.
But cops are using revolutionary technology to solve the crisis. An eye in the sky, a system of airborne cameras that capture and record everything on the streets below.
It's like the Enemy of the State movie. Wherever you go, there's somebody looking down at you and can follow you. And this is the future we're walking into.
The system has been developed by electronics engineer Ross McNutt.
Our objective is to reduce crime in a major city. We do that by solving what would otherwise be unsolvable crimes.
In preparation for being rolled out across several U.S. cities, McNutt is testing his sci-fi tech in one of North America's most violent hotspots, Juarez, on the border between Texas and Mexico.
Juarez is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. It's basically a lawless land.
Juarez is a battleground for the drug cartels. The crime rate in Juarez skyrocketed and 95% remained unsolved.
Police receive a report of a murder in the center of the city. Just minutes later, McNutt gets the call.
Man found in an alleyway shot, no witnesses.
McNutt turns to his bank of video screens, which relay footage from 12 cameras attached to an aircraft flying 10,000 feet above the city.
It's this massive, bug eye of camera arrays that they just circle the city.
Our camera system is the equivalent of about 800 video cameras at once. We take a picture every single second.
Every minute you have 60 of these images, and everything that's captured on there is moving. You've got a real-time moving image of the entire city, and you can zoom in on any one portion.
The 192 million pixel system can cover a vast 30 square mile area. Computers on the plane stabilize the images and stitch them together to provide McNutt with a continuous bird's eye view of the city below.
We take the images, and in about 3 to 5 seconds, that image is available on the ground, and it's updated every single second.
These images overlap a little bit. The algorithm knows where the overlap is, so it can create one seamless image from all these disparate video feeds.
McNutt rewinds time to just before the murder takes place.
Right here we have 3 cars and the shooter on foot. This is their last pre-murder meeting. They're actually going to kill a person right here in this alleyway.
The killer turns into the alleyway. The victim does not move. It looks like he doesn't see it coming. The murder is captured on camera from the skies.
There is your victim. Right there was the shot.
Not only was there a witness in this crime, there was a witness who saw the whole thing from 10,000 feet in the air.
The murderers flee the scene. There are no cops following them. There was no CCTV in the alleyway. But if they think they've gotten away, they're mistaken.
Because we record a major part of a city, we can go back in time and see the crime that occurred, follow the people to and from those crime scenes to figure out where they came from and where they went to.
McNutt rewinds the footage even further. He tracks the killers back to the houses they came from. In fact, he can trace everywhere they've been for the last few hours.
That's a game changer in terms of law enforcement and city management. Everyone wants crimes to be solved. You want criminals to be nervous about getting caught.
Now, McNutt analyzes the moments immediately following the murder. The killers are seen getting back into their vehicles.
We're going to watch the shooter run off. He's going to get into that second vehicle. We're going to come over and follow that second vehicle and figure out where he goes.
As far as the murderers can tell, they're not being followed. but they're clearly nervous.
There's the car in front's passing on the left, passing on the right, running the red light, because after you murder somebody, the traffic laws don't tend to apply to you. Here we are about 5 minutes after the murder, and we've already got 2 locations of where these murderers went to.
Every place the killers go, they reveal more about their activities and their accomplices. The eye in the sky doesn't just track the murderers. It reveals the hideouts of their boss, a narco kingpin.
We're able to follow them for 3.5 hours after the murder. We identify 12 locations, 12 vehicles, 2 cartel headquarters, the kill squad's operating houses, and the person who's paying them.
The cops move in and make the arrests. A case which might have taken months to investigate and may never have been solved is wrapped up in hours. The cops don't just catch the killers. They bust a drug cartel.
All that from a police report that said man found in an alleyway shot, no witnesses.
If you're a criminal and you're planning on committing a crime in a city with an eye in the sky, you're going to be thinking twice about this. It doesn't matter which way you run, it's going to follow you.
Amazing technology for catching bad guys. But many fear it's also a potentially terrifying instrument of state control.
On the one hand, I, like every other concerned citizen, wants to be safe, wants my children to be safe, wants criminals to be caught. But at the same time, there's always that nagging sense of, are we going to live in a society where we're being watched all the time?